I am David Armitage. I'm CEO of Cartasite. I formed the company in 2004 specifically to bring something that we call real-time operational intelligence to companies. So what does that mean? Real-time operational intelligence means doing things smarter and better because you've got visibility into what's happening away from you in real time. And today, we focus mostly on the oil and gas and mining industries, and we monitor everything from pickup trucks to offshore drilling rigs. And we monitor everything about the activities that these important industries do. Obviously, both mining and oil and gas are cyclical industries experiencing some of the most unprecedented challenges that we've seen in the last decade. Oil and gas in particular is going through a very, very interesting adjustment as we cope with new pricing, macroeconomic effects, and it's absolutely affecting our business. In the past, for the past 5 years, we have been very focused on safety and making sure that workers who face really daunting challenges when it comes to safety get home to their families every night safely. And today, we are beginning to pivot to put much more focus into operational efficiency and what can we do to contain and control costs. Small businesses are resource constrained by definition. And one of the cultural pillars that we hold near and dear is creativity. It's one of the things that allows small businesses to compete effectively against much larger competitors. Innovation, from our perspective, is absolutely one of the most prized possessions that we have within our organization today. And we have been very successful doing it. Our customers have brought us just daunting challenges, and we've thought very, very long and hard and come up with some really innovative ways of solving problems that frankly have never been solved before. About 5 years ago, I was in a meeting down in Midland, Texas with a company that had about 4,500 vehicles that we were monitoring for them. And at the end of this presentation, we were doing things to help them operate more efficiently and make sure that they were dispatching the right jobs to the right locations. At the end of the meeting, one of the senior executives, the chief safety officer, pulled me aside and explained to me that they had suffered a catastrophic crash a week earlier, and it had killed the driver. And he said to me, "I sure wish that you could tell me which one of my guys is going to get in a crash before they get in a crash." I thought it was such an interesting question. And what he was really asking for were leading indicators. Leading indicators of risk. Were there subtle things about how that gentleman was operating that truck that might have predicted that someday he would end up in a rollover crash? The reality is there are. And in the last 5 years, we have created a whole huge pile of intellectual property that has enabled us to reduce motor vehicle crash rates in the oil and gas industry by over 55%. At the moment, our greatest business challenge is how do we make an adjustment from $100 oil to $40 oil? Okay, it is really probably one of the more intellectually challenging tasks I have faced in the past several years. And we, as I mentioned earlier, are pivoting our business much more to focus on reducing the cost of field operations. We can do nothing to control the top line revenue that's generated from a barrel of oil, but we absolutely, in the United States, have the technology, the education, and the wherewithal to become the world's low-cost producer of hydrocarbons. And it is through technologies like the technologies that we are developing and delivering to the marketplace today that we will do that. We are attacking the cost of field operations and dramatically enhancing the efficiency and the organizational culture to go out and become that low-cost producer. So let me talk for a moment just about the traits that we look for when we find people that get to come on the bus with us. And I'm borrowing a phrase from Jim Collins' classic book, Good to Great, Built to Last. We defend the culture of our organization from within. We hold near and dear certain traits and characteristics that we believe are essential to growing a small business. One, there is a sense of respect for the intellect and intellectual contribution of every single person within the organization. Two, we care deeply and passionately about the work that we do. We wouldn't be working this hard, and we wouldn't be as bound to our customers' futures as we are today without that passionate commitment from everybody who works at the company. And third, I will tell you, we have developed a skill of listening well. When we get in front of a customer, it's not just about telling them what we know, it's about listening to their pain and seeing if we can help address it. Well, the last 4 or 5 years have been pretty exhilarating. We've been growing about 70% annually, and we're on track in 2015 to actually beat that number. And we're growing, I think, very smartly, not by just simply adding more committed, passionate people to the organization, but also by thinking about how we can leverage our technology to serve more customers more efficiently. Today, we have deployments in 34 countries around the globe. We just signed a contract with one of the largest mining companies in the world, the largest contract we have ever signed, and we are set up to continue to capitalize on the leadership position we currently enjoy within the vertical markets that we serve.